time, by the arrangement of the Supreme, by providence, also by the arrangement of so many other factors, all of his wealth was taken away from him. And his family totally rejected him. And he suffered greatly as a result of realizing all the sins that he had committed, and gradually what happened through that process of suffering and remembrance of the will of the Lord and having lost everything, he remembered the Lord and became grateful for all the Lord had done to him, for taking everything away and putting him in that totally helpless condition. So total renunciation had actually awakened within his heart. And then internally, he was completely in this renounced state and began wandering throughout tract of land as a sannyasi, renunciate. And as Maharaj also said, that as a sannyasi, he was subjected to all kinds of criticism. Not just criticism, I mean. You mentioned how the boys would make fun of him and harass him. But in fact, this whole story was told by Krishna to Uddhava. When Uddhava asked, the question, how does a person deal with insult? How does a person deal with being not only insulted but harassed and hurled all kinds of abuses? And the Lord, Krishna, told this story of the Avanti Brahmin to answer that question. So he had accepted externally, not only externally, but internally, accepted the renounced order. And you would think that having accepted the renounced order, then all of a sudden he would become respected. Because generally that's what we think, that when one accepts the renounced order of life, and Prabhupada even said that he was giving sannyas to his disciples, because when you have respect, you can preach effectively. And even Lord Chaitanya himself accepted sannyas because he was thinking that, well, I've come to deliver Krishna prema. What is it? The medicine Pipalikanda is supposed to remove mucus, but somehow it's having the opposite effect. See, I've come to deliver the whole world, but when his own students were coming and they were finding fault with him for chanting the names Gopi, Gopi, he was thinking within his heart that, maybe I should take sannyas so that they'll respect me. So even Lord Chaitanya took the sannyas ashram, although, as you know, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is not required, and that's a whole story in of itself, especially in the conversation with Gopinathacharya, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, and how Gopinathacharya had to convince Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya that Lord Chaitanya is not in any ways dependent upon any kind of external dress or designation. But nonetheless, the principle is there of respect. But the complete opposite happened, that this Avanti Brahmin was wandering about and he was totally mistreated. People would say that he just adopted that external dress because he couldn't make it. And he thought they were criticizing him and insulting him and mistreating him. And as Maharaj said, he just gave the light version of the things they did to him. such as he